Hey guys, I hope that you have had a fantastic week and a fantastic start to your weekend. Today I am going to be telling you the story how I became a tattoo artist. So how did this all happen? My intention was never to become a tattoo artist. I always had a fascination and love for tattoos, but I never thought I would become a tattoo artist. The reason I moved to Johannesburg was actually to study graphic design at Greenside Design Centre, one of the best design schools in South Africa. And I'm not even going to be modest because I'm proud of myself. I was top of the class every term and I was doing really well, and I had the mindset for it and I was good at it. Did I like it? No. It would drain me. It made me so sad and upset and miserable. You're being forced to think a certain way. You need to be creative to be a graphic designer. And yes, you do, because you have to think of these awesome and cool concepts. Corporate identity is probably the worst thing you can do to a creative person, because you are forcing them to take all of their creativity, basically throw it in the bin. People don't appreciate you as a creative in the corporate world. They literally think all you do is draw all day. It is soul destroying. 6 months of studying graphic design, I actually had some health issues. It was quite a scare, and it was quite impacting on the way I saw my future self. I wasn't happy with doing something that was going to take another 3 years with honors to sit in an office all day and be bossed around and do shit that I really didn't like doing for a good salary just to go to work the next day and be unhappy. What I wanted to do, I had no fucking idea. But I wasn't prepared to further waste my parents' money on that, or my time and my happiness on that. So I took a massive move of having to drop out of varsity. My parents were very supportive of it, and I'm so thankful to them for being so supportive. I think they had their doubts quite a bit, even after I dropped out. Like, my mom used to say to me, like, a few months later, you should have just like stuck it through and stuff. And I'm like, well, it's too late now. And then after that, I started working for a corporate company. I was doing financing, project management. I was doing some design work even for them. I was doing like a PA thing. I was doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I couldn't be behind a desk alone in an office for 8 hours a day. I couldn't do it. Not the right place for me. I was so unhappy, and I was just in a space in my life where I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, and I was tired because I just wanted to invest my time and my passion into something creative and be happy. Every time I go home to East London for a holiday or whatever it is, I come back to Joburg and I have this life-changing realization, and something always changes in my life after I've gone home, and it's always for the better. So a conversation started with me and my mom, and she sat me down and we started talking, and she just kind of said to me, why don't you be a tattoo artist? And at first I was like, yeah, but I was skeptical at first. I found a few tattoo studios and stuff in Joburg, and I approached them and I was like, are you looking for an apprentice? And a lot of them said no. It was a bit soul destroying because I had this idea now of what I wanted to do, and I didn't know how to do it. So then me and my ex-boyfriend, actually, we went to a tattoo parlor and I got a tattoo. I got this feather. My boyfriend at the time, he actually mentioned something to the artist about me looking for an apprenticeship. Dwayne was kind of like, well, bring in your sketchbook, bring in your portfolio, let me have a look. So I brought in my portfolio or sketchbook a few weeks later, after I had put some more stuff in there, and he looked at it and he was like, okay. He closed it. He said to me, now I want you to forget everything how you've been drawing. So I was like, I've been drawing like this since I can remember. I did fine arts, like this is how I learned to draw. This is how I know how to draw. And now you're telling me to forget everything and start from scratch. And he was like, yes. It was really difficult, and I felt like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't going to be able to do what he wanted me to do. Then I was going to be left again with a rejected dream and me sitting there going, what the fuck am I going to do with my life? I picked up my pencil and I started again. I was determined. I had nothing better to do. I was at that time unemployed as well, and I will never forget the feeling of when I came back to him and I gave him my sketchbook with all these new drawings in. He literally opened it. He looked at the first one. He turned the page, turned it back, closed it, gave me my sketchbook back and said, I'm not going to waste either of our time. Congratulations, you're my apprentice. It was the best feeling ever. I was determined to do this. I was willing and able to forget everything I had known and do something that challenged me and brought me out of my comfort zone. He was willing to teach me. The next couple of weeks after I got my apprenticeship, I was kind of like, okay, cool, but when do I start tattooing? You know, like I just used to sit and watch him and Toby, the other artist at the studio, tattoo. And I mean, that was great because you know, when you're getting a tattoo, you are watching them, but not to the degree of setting up the machine and how they're holding with the grip and the needle and the different groupings and all the history about the ink and all of that. You don't know all of that. So it was really cool actually just to kind of sit for a 4-hour session and you're literally just sitting there watching. It was actually really educational. I think one of the scariest things is when I first started practicing on synthetic skin, because I was so nervous of how the vibration and how heavy the machine was that I didn't know if my little tiny scrawny little bony hands would be able to hold this machine for a long period of time without getting so tired. When I picked up the machine and I felt the vibration, because I also have a natural shake, and with this vibration from the machine, it cancels out your shake and you can actually hold it so perfectly still. It is incredible. The weight was actually such a comfortable weight, and I picked up the technique so quickly that within the first month I did my first tattoo on human skin. Since then my career has just been going absolutely incredible. Just so much positive feedback and encouragement and just support, and it has been absolutely incredible. I think 2 months ago I decided to start my own brand called SheKnows Inc. Firstly, why I decided SheKnows Inc. Since I was a kid, I always used to say, I know, everything my mom and dad said to me, I know. And I actually tattooed it on my ankle, I know, but I tattooed the N in a different font. So if somebody had to see it and be like, oh Shelby, the N is different, I can literally say, I know. It's very me, you know, SheKnows Inc. Because it's fun, it's playful, but it's also saying I know what I'm doing, because I do. I was taught incredibly well. I'm one of those people, I think, that I have to learn by doing, and I have to be brought out of my comfort zone to be able to have the confidence and the courage to do it. And patience. You can't raise your voice at me because I freak out. Dwayne, you are a heaven sent. Thank you. So SheKnows Inc. has taken off incredibly, and the support and encouragement and love I'm getting from it is just so incredible. And I'm planning a big trip in December to go back to my hometown for the entire month and just tattoo. The support from everyone back home, my new friends in Joburg, is just incredible, and I cannot thank everyone enough for it. I have business cards now, like a real adult with a real business. I have a website, I have all of that kind of stuff. My mom even got me a t-shirt made that has SheKnows Inc. and my logo on. If you want to go check out my SheKnows Inc. blog, Instagram, Facebook, anything like that, please can you go and show me some support and love on those. Give it a like, give my blog a read, but definitely go check out my Instagram and Facebook and give it a follow, give it a like, and all the support is so appreciated. I have big things planned for SheKnows Inc. and my career as a tattoo artist, and it's something I'm so passionate about that I'm going to take it to the highest I can possibly go. Not because I have something to prove to myself or anybody else, because I love it so much and I'm so passionate about it. There's nothing better than, you know, working on a piece and you tattoo it on someone and they go look in the mirror and they just have this massive smile on their face. It is such a fulfilling feeling and I love my job. I love being a tattoo artist. It is the best possible thing I could have ever become, and don't let anyone fool you to think that doing something that you love and is your passion is easy. It is not. It is 10 times harder because you love it so much that you're so afraid to fuck it up that you end up putting so much stress on yourself. It is difficult, it is hard, but it is so worth it. I'm so thankful to my mom and dad for all their support and all their encouragement and for believing in me. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and hearing my story, and I hope that I have inspired you guys to never give up on your dreams and always just do what makes you happy. Even if it is hard, it is going to be worth it. Never give up and always remember to breathe. If you have yet not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and now give it a big thumbs up, comment below. Bye guys.